right? We're doing a live full moon in Capricorn update. We are now facing east, 0 degrees. We are shifting to south, 90 degrees. And as you can see, there's west and south. And now we are southwest 104. And there you have it. The full moon in Capricorn, southwest 104. And this is the mental plane perspective of your full moon in Capricorn. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Elemental alignment. So, how many of you guys follow the fake news and thought yesterday was the Lions Gates portal and tagged along and did all your stuff? And how many of you think that today the full moon is in Aquarius, but it's really in Capricorn? Again, this is why true sidereal astrology is so important right now. And again, I'm going to shout out my brethren and my sister who also go heavy with the true sidereal astrology. And they can tell you in detail when the real Lionsgate portal is and where it begins and where it ends. They can tell you in their full detail. I will tag their name in the bottom of my video. But yes, how many of you follow those two things? And again, this is why true sidereal astrology is so important for moments like this. You gave your power away, basically, to something and someone, following something that was made up. When the real deal isn't even here yet. The sun is still in Cancer. We aren't in Leo season. So where is the lion? You know what I mean? Like, where is the lion? We are still on the crab. How y'all get to the lion and we still on the crab? Like, I don't know, man. But look, going to the full moon in Capricorn. Again, I have some clean footage of the full moon at like maybe 3 or 4 this rising. Like, don't even ask why I was up, man. Listen, just know things are intergalactic as usual. And the moon was clear. If you were facing east, the moon would be, if you're facing east, then you shift it to your right. The moon would be southwest 104. Or if you face it, it'll be east-southwest 104. I mean east-southwest 204. See, we do things with my astrology from a mental plane perspective, from the mental, the full dome of your mental. Your brain has a split of 4, and it represents the elements. 4 quarters, 12 minutes, the 48. Remember that. They give us the answers in everything we watch. I was like, wait, basketball is how many minutes? Okay, 12. And it's how many quarters? 4. So like that's 40. Whoa, like stuff like that happens because there's 4 quarters of a season, 4 quarters of your brain, 4 quarters of the elements, 4 quarters of direction. The list goes on. The list goes on of how everything is not separated. It's not separated. It's not separated at all. But we follow society thinking that everything, is what no. When you wake up and are no longer in the video game, reality may look the same visually to you, it may look the same, but it is not the same at all. Well, let me tell you, it is a whole different ball game, and I know my voice just went it just teleported, because I was thinking of something and then trying to speak and think, and everything just. But anyway, yeah, man. But this full moon in Capricorn is going to be dope. For those of you who are earth signs, anything that has to do with earth, so we're not separating energy from one another. Being that this moon is going to be in earth, right? And I'm also going to include this with the retrogrades and, yes, the retrogrades and when Mercury retrograde ends. But I want to teach you guys some crystal magic, so you know how to work with earth. And remember, crystals don't give you power. They enhance the power that's already within you. Okay? Crystals don't give you power, but they do enhance what you already have to a significant, especially when you program it right. Listen, crystals be doing a thing. But since this is a earth moon, grounding is necessary, especially with Capricorn. Grounding is necessary. But not all of us are able to, quickly run outside and step in the grass. So what you do is you would carry earth with you. One of my favorite earth crystals, I have a lot of earth crystals, but my favorite is onyx, black onyx. Why? Because number one, it's a black stone. For those of you that know that black is every color in the world in one, to where it just, yeah. But for those of you that know that black is, and it absorbs more light because of what it is. When you play with stuff like that, so what I would do most of the time, I stopped doing it since everything is, it is what it is right now with my life, my situation, and everything that's going on. But what I used to do was I used to bury my onyx crystals in the dirt. Like any earth crystal, bury it in the dirt to get a stronger connection. Especially if you bought it from a store. Definitely clean it. Clean it. let it get some sun, and let it get some moon if you like doing it the moon way. But please clean it and let it get some sun to recharge itself. Please do that. But to have a better connection with Earth, you would put that crystal and bury it in dirt. So when you know it's time to use it, you take it out of the dirt, and now it has just about every channel. Like when you put in an earth crystal in itself, it's like Zelda putting the key in the door and you hearing that sound. I'm like, you can't make this up. You cannot make this up. That's exactly how it is. And then when you take it out, you have everything. And now you're walking around with it. Beyond supercharged. And you're about to wear that? Listen, crystals don't give you power, but they enhance what you already have. And by doing that, it's like you're gonna have to experiment yourself, man. Experiment it yourself, because yes, experiment it with yourself. Experiment. But yes, man, this Capricorn moon is going to be one of those where you just ground. Being that I understand Capricorn energy because it is my mother's dark energy, being that I understand this energy, it's like I'm home. I'm home. It's real chill, laid back, and I'm home. I'm vibing. I'm not even Capricorn, but I know this energy when I feel it. Like, I know my mother, man. I know my mother. But these heavy hitters, man. Pluto in Capricorn, again, you can use the same crystal for this. For these retrogrades, I'm gonna hook y'all up too. Pluto and Capricorn retrograde, you can use the same thing. Anything with Earth, crystals. Anything with Earth, use crystals. Okay, Saturn, Neptune, and Chiron and Pisces. The best crystal for Pisces, especially in retrogrades, labradorite. Labradorite with Pisces energy, even with Neptune, because Neptune rules Pisces. So it's like when you program it and tell it exactly what you want it to do and how you want it to work with you, it's like it enhances everything, because it's showing you a part of yourself. It's like, all right, cool. Let's show him what he can do. So you can, remember and jot it all down and just remember. It's like you're projecting parts of yourself when you have these around to see more of self. That's why it's so powerful. I told you, it enhances what you already have in you. So you're going to see more of self. And we got Mercury in Cancer. And for Cancer, Moonstone. Why Moonstone for Cancer? Because the moon rules Cancer. And Moonstone is a watery crystal. For those of my witches out there that know about water and Moonstone, I don't have to say much. You already know what time it is when you have water in Moonstone and you do it correctly. Oh yeah, absolutely. And yeah, Mercury retrograde, that ends on Monday. Mercury retrograde ends Monday. So we will be going direct. Just because it's direct don't mean that energy ain't listen. Listen. Get to it. Stop being scared of retrogrades and work with it by learning yourself. So when you see retrogrades, it's more so like, oh, okay, cool, a power up versus, oh no, a retrograde. No. Know yourself, learn yourself, and truly understand yourself astrologically. So when stuff like this comes at you, you don't run from it. You work with it like, oh, this is it. I bet. Look at it like Mario about to get that superstar and run through shit. Yeah, that's what it is. So, like, never be afraid of a retrograde, man. Take it head on. Because you're going to be learning more about self. What is scary about that? You see what I mean? Like, following that mainstream media, man, they will have you scared of your own self and, like, in important moments, retrograde moments like this, they are important. Because this is like, it gives you the opportunity to really travel back and get some of the work that needs to be done. Like I'm over here stuttering. To really clear cycles, to really get things cleared up. Parts that you missed, things you may have to double check, and it's like a super checkpoint. But you have opportunities to do missions within these checkpoints. That's how I look at it. But never be afraid of a retrograde. So again, Pluto and Capricorn, use earth crystals. Saturn, Neptune, and Chiron and Pisces, labradorite. Whoa, labradorite. And Mercury in Cancer, Moonstone. Moonstone indeed. It'll help you guys see more of self to understand these retrogrades. Remember, a crystal doesn't give you power, but it enhances what's already within you. So you're going to see more of self. Crystals are reflectors. You're going to see more of self. But I'm 17 minutes in on the moon update. Thank you for tuning in. We signing out.